queens. In the cosmos of human interaction, there exists a constellation of individuals whose presence is as enigmatic as the darkest reaches of space. Among them, the Sigma female stands as a celestial anomaly, a captivating blend of strength, intelligence, and mystery that leaves mere mortals in awe and trepidation. Like a comet streaking through the night sky, she incites fear in others with a power that is both mesmerizing and unsettling. But what sets her apart from the rest? What cosmic forces conspire to make her such an intimidating force to reckon with? Join me as we embark on a journey through the nebulous depths of the Sigma female psyche, where fear and fascination collide in a celestial dance of intrigue and uncertainty. Number 1. Detached decision-making. Sigma females are like the Spocks of the real world. They make decisions using cold, hard logic, rather than getting swept up in a tidal wave of emotions. This can be pretty unsettling for people who are used to wielding emotions like a weapon in a fencing match. Picture this. You're trying to convince a Sigma female to take a last-minute road trip. You pull out all the stops. Puppy dog eyes, tales of spontaneity, promises of epic Instagram moments. But instead of getting caught up in the excitement, she calmly asks, "Have we considered the costs, the time involved, and the potential benefits?" It's like trying to sell snow boots to someone living in the Sahara. Her logical approach can make those who rely on emotional manipulation feel like they've just tried to sell ice to an Eskimo. The Sigma female's ability to stay cool as a cucumber and not get swayed by emotional appeals is like a superpower, leaving the emotionally persuasive types feeling like they've brought a butter knife to a lightsaber fight. So, while you're busy concocting an emotional pitch worthy of an Oscar, she's there with her spreadsheet evaluating pros and cons. And that, my friend, is why her detached decision-making can leave others feeling completely out of their depth. Number 2. Dual persona. Dealing with a Sigma female can feel like interacting with a master of disguise. One minute she's the serious, no-nonsense professional at work, and the next she's the laid-back, witty friend cracking jokes over coffee. It's like she's got a secret switch that toggles between different personas, leaving everyone else scratching their heads trying to figure out who the real her is. Imagine you're in a meeting with her. She's all business, discussing quarterly projections and strategic initiatives with the precision of a surgeon. But then, you meet her at a party that evening, and suddenly she's the life of the event, effortlessly making everyone laugh with her sharp wit and charming anecdotes. You're left wondering if she has a twin you didn't know about. This ability to present different facets of her personality can be downright perplexing. People are used to putting others into neat little boxes, but the Sigma female keeps breaking out of them. It's like trying to nail jelly to a wall. Just when you think you've got her figured out, she shifts, showing another side that completely changes the game. For those trying to understand her true intentions, it can be like navigating a labyrinth. One moment she's deeply introspective, discussing the meaning of life. The next, she's casually brushing off deep topics with a quip and a smile. This dual persona keeps everyone on their toes, unsure of which version they're gonna get. Her ability to adapt and show different sides makes her a bit of an enigma. It's like dealing with a human Swiss Army knife, versatile and full of surprises. So while others are trying to figure out which angle to approach, she's already 2 steps ahead, effortlessly blending into any context with her dual persona. Number 3. Resistance to manipulation. Trying to manipulate a Sigma female is like trying to sell magic beans to a seasoned farmer. They see through manipulation tactics with the clarity of a high-definition TV, and they just won't play along. Imagine you're at work and someone decides to use flattery to get the Sigma female to take on extra tasks. "You're the only one who can handle this project. You're just so amazing at everything." Instead of basking in the glow of praise, she raises an eyebrow and responds, "Nice try, but I see what you're doing, and my plate's full." People who rely on manipulation often end up feeling like they've been caught with their hand in the cookie jar. It's like they've walked into a game of chess thinking it was checkers, only to realize too late that they're several moves behind. Sigma females have a built-in BS detector that's fine-tuned to spot insincerity and ulterior motives. While others might get swayed by guilt trips, flattery, or passive-aggressive tactics, She's more likely to call it out with a smirk and a, "yeah, not gonna happen." This resistance can be downright intimidating. The manipulators are left scrambling, their usual tricks rendered useless. It's like watching a magician's act fall flat when the audience already knows how all the tricks are done. In the end, those who try to manipulate a Sigma female learn quickly. It's a futile effort, and they better come up with a more honest approach. Hey there, Queens. If you're enjoying this video and finding it really insightful and educative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our Queenly Quest community for more awesome content. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. It's like finding a secret stash of your favorite snacks. At number 4, strategic silence. A Sigma female knows that sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. She wields silence like a master swordsman wields a blade, using it to cut through the noise and make others squirm under the weight of unspoken thoughts. Picture this. You're in a heated discussion, and everyone's throwing out their opinions like confetti at a parade. Suddenly, the Sigma female goes quiet. Dead quiet. It's not the kind of silence that happens when someone forgets their lines. It's deliberate, like she's hit the pause button just to see what everyone else does. You can practically hear the gears turning in people's heads as they wonder, what's she thinking? Did I say something wrong? Is there food in my teeth? Her silence isn't empty. It's charged with meaning. It's the kind of silence that makes others start second-guessing themselves. While they're fumbling for words to fill the void, she's sitting back, observing and waiting for the right moment to strike with a perfectly timed comment or question that cuts right to the heart of the matter. This tactic can be unnerving. It's like when you send a risky text and see the dreaded typing indicator only for it to disappear. Your mind races, filling in the blanks with all sorts of scenarios. That's the effect her strategic silence has. It leaves room for others to project their fears and uncertainties. In negotiations, her silence can be a form of psychological warfare. The other side starts talking more, offering up concessions just to break the uncomfortable quiet. It's like a game of chicken, and she rarely blinks first. Even in social settings, her silence can shift the dynamic. At a party, while everyone else is trying to outdo each other with loud stories and jokes, she's the one who can make everyone lean in closer with just a raised eyebrow and a thoughtful pause. In short, her strategic silence is like a spotlight, illuminating others' insecurities and making them reveal more than they intended. It's a reminder that sometimes the loudest statement is the one you don't make. Number 5, directness. Sigma females have a knack for calling it like they see it. They don't bother with sugarcoating or dancing around the truth. They serve it straight up, no chaser. For those who prefer their reality with a hefty dose of sweetener, this can be downright unnerving. Imagine you're at a meeting, and the topic of discussion is a project that's gone off the rails, while others are busy tiptoeing around the issue, offering vague suggestions and hesitant feedback. The Sigma female cuts through the fog with a blunt, "This plan isn't working because we didn't allocate enough resources and the timeline was unrealistic. We need to fix that now." Her directness can feel like a splash of cold water on a sleepy morning, refreshing but also a bit of a shock. People who thrive on pleasantries and diplomatic language often find themselves scrambling when she lays down the unvarnished truth. It's like expecting a gentle drizzle and getting a thunderstorm instead. Socially, this trait can be equally startling. Picture a group of friends deciding where to eat. Everyone's doing the "I'm fine with anything" dance, trying to be polite. Then she chimes in with, "We're wasting time. Let's go to that new sushi place. It's got great reviews and a table available now." Her candor slices through the indecision like a hot knife through butter, leaving everyone else to either follow or be left behind. Her honesty isn't about being harsh for the sake of it. It's about valuing clarity and efficiency over niceties. It's the verbal equivalent of ripping off a Band-Aid, quick and to the point. While some might wince at the sting, others appreciate the straightforwardness that cuts through the clutter. For those accustomed to evasive politeness, dealing with a Sigma female can be like stepping into a different climate zone. There's no time to acclimate to the temperature change. You're just in it, feeling the brisk air of truth hit you head on. In the end, her directness isn't about ruffling feathers. It's about getting things done and communicating effectively. So, while it might take some getting used to, her straightforward approach is a breath of fresh air in a world often clouded by euphemisms and half-truths. Number 6. Controlled vulnerability. A Sigma female knows that showing vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's a tool she uses with the precision of a skilled artisan. She reveals her softer side selectively and strategically, leaving others both disarmed and a bit on edge, wary of underestimating her complexity and strength. Imagine you're in a tense negotiation, and the Sigma female across the table suddenly shares a personal story about a past failure. Just when you think you've got her pegged as all business, she drops this bombshell of human experience. It's like seeing a superhero take off their mask. Suddenly they're relatable, and you find yourself lowering your guard. This controlled vulnerability is like her secret weapon. By showing just a glimpse of her softer side, she makes a powerful statement. I'm strong enough to be open and smart enough to choose when to do it. It's the emotional equivalent of a plot twist in a thriller movie. Just when you think you know where the story is going, she flips the script. Her ability to reveal vulnerability at just the right moment can make others feel a mix of admiration and apprehension. On one hand, they see her as more approachable and human. On the other, they're keenly aware that there's more to her than meets the eye. It's like finding out the quiet librarian is also a black belt in karate. You're impressed, but also realize you've underestimated her. In personal relationships, this trait can be equally captivating. While others might wear their hearts on their sleeves or hide behind emotional walls, she lets her guard down selectively. It's like she's giving you a peek behind the curtain, showing you just enough to connect deeply, but not so much that you ever feel you fully know her. This keeps people intrigued, always guessing, and never quite feeling complacent. Her controlled vulnerability sends a clear message. She's in charge of her narrative. She's not afraid to show her scars, but she chooses when and how to reveal them. It's a dance of strength and sensitivity that keeps others on their toes, respecting her depth and cautious about misjudging her. So, while some might see vulnerability as a chink in the armor, a Sigma female uses it as a strategic move in her playbook. It's a reminder that true strength often lies in the balance between toughness and tenderness, and she's mastered the art of walking that tightrope with finesse. Number 7. Elusive presence. A Sigma female has the art of being selectively available down to a science. It's like she's a rare mythical creature, appearing only when she chooses and always leaving a lasting impression. This elusive presence can make others anxious, constantly seeking her approval and feeling uncertain about when and how she might influence situations. Imagine you're at a party. Everyone's milling around, chatting away, but there's one person who hasn't arrived yet, the Sigma female. People keep glancing at the door, wondering when she'll show up, if at all. When she finally walks in, it's like the air changes. Conversations shift and everyone becomes a little more alert. Her presence is felt even when she's not around, like a phantom limb. Her selective availability isn't about playing hard to get. It's a strategic move. She pops up when least expected, and often when her impact will be the greatest. Maybe she's at the crucial meeting where decisions are made, but then she's nowhere to be found for the routine check-ins. This makes others keenly aware of her influence, always guessing and second-guessing their actions in her absence. This unpredictability keeps people on their toes. It's like trying to predict when and where lightning will strike. Just when you think you've got her figured out, she changes the game. Her approval becomes a coveted prize, and her opinions are weighed heavily because they're not doled out freely. In social settings, her elusive nature can be equally magnetic. She's not the one who's always available for every hangout, but when she does show up, everyone wants her attention. It's like she's the rare concert ticket that everyone's trying to snag. You never know if she's going to accept an invite, and that uncertainty makes her all the more intriguing. Her ability to be selectively present means that when she does engage, it's meaningful and impactful. People hang on her words and actions, knowing they're rare and valuable. It's like she's the limited edition release in a world of mass production. Her rarity makes her presence precious. So while others might be constantly available, A Sigma female's elusive presence keeps her in a realm of her own. She's the wild card, the game changer, the one who keeps everyone guessing, and in doing so, she maintains a level of intrigue and respect that's hard to match. Number 8. Masterful body language. Miladies, a Sigma. Female knows that actions speak louder than words, and she uses her body language to convey dominance and control like a pro. Her movements are refined and deliberate, sending clear messages without needing to say a single word. This can be pretty unsettling for those who rely heavily on verbal communication. Imagine you're in a meeting and the room is buzzing with chatter. Then the Sigma female walks in. She doesn't have to say a thing to command attention. The way she stands, straight, confident, owning the space, says it all. She makes direct eye contact, not in a confrontational way, but with an intensity that tells you she means business. It's like she has this invisible force field that demands respect. Her gestures are precise and purposeful. When she speaks, she doesn't fidget or flail around. She might use a simple, controlled hand movement to emphasize a point, and suddenly everyone's laser-focused. It's like watching a skilled conductor leading an orchestra. Every move is intentional, creating harmony and order. Even in casual settings, her body language sets her apart. At a social gathering, while others might be nervously shifting from foot to foot or crossing their arms defensively, she's relaxed and poised. She can convey confidence just by the way she leans back in her chair or holds a glass. It's like she's sending out signals that say, "I've got this," and everyone else picks up on it, consciously or not. Her use of body language to convey messages can make those who rely on words feel a bit off balance. It's like playing a game where you suddenly realize the other player is communicating in a whole different language, and they're winning. While others are busy talking, she's already communicated volumes with a single raised eyebrow or a slight tilt of her head. This mastery of nonverbal cues can make people feel like they're constantly trying to decode her. They might be chattering away, but in the back of their minds, they're wondering what she's really thinking and what her next move might be. It's like being in a poker game where she's got the best poker face, leaving everyone else second-guessing their hands. So, while some people might need a megaphone to make their presence known, a Sigma female does it with a glance, a stance, and a few well-timed gestures. Her masterful body language keeps everyone on their toes, showing that true power often lies in what's not said. As we draw to the end of our cosmic odyssey through the ways in which the Sigma female incites fear in others, one thing becomes abundantly clear. She is a force to be reckoned with, a celestial being whose presence leaves an indelible mark on all who encounter her. Like the stars that twinkle in the vast expanse of the night sky, her enigmatic nature and formidable aura inspire both awe and trepidation. Yet beneath her mysterious exterior lies a complexity and depth that defy comprehension. In the cosmic ballet of human interaction, she remains an eternal mystery, forever captivating and forever elusive. And so, we bid farewell to this celestial journey, knowing that the Sigma female will continue to shine brightly in the firmament of our collective consciousness, a beacon of fear and fascination in equal measure. Thanks for watching, Queens. See you on our next video. Bye for now, and God bless.